Okay, I'm going to show you right now how to do the tunnel slide. First thing that you need to do is go to New at the top, and you always have to check the projects folder first to make sure that you're in the right projects folder. So double click on that, and notice how I have a check mark on Playground. Okay, because we're making a part in the Playground, one of the 14. So I hit Done. Then this is a 2D drawing, so we're going to be standard IPT. Double click on that. Okay, and once that comes up, always do the same routine over and over again. You go to create 2D sketch, create 2D sketch. Again, I'm going to pick front view. I think 99% of the time we always pick front view. And make sure that this view cube over here is on front. Okay? So in this slide, the tunnel slide, we're going to make a rectangle. And then all we have to do is type in 120, 120 inches, tab, 132, and hit enter. Now this is pretty big, so obviously it doesn't fit on our screen. In order to fit on our screen, we just hit front view. It just centers this right on our screen. Okay? Now notice how we have this is the ribbons bar, the rectangle is highlighted in blue. If I hit escape, notice how it goes away. By doing that, I can pull these things out away from our box. Okay, the dimensions, 120 by 132. Then I'm going to go to the ribbons tab, and I'm going to go and click on points. I'm going to make a point on line here and one towards the bottom. And notice how, I don't know if you can see this on the video, but notice how it's green, and then when I go up to the green line, it turns greenish black. I know that I'm on there. I'm going to go to dimension, okay, tool, and go to this top horizontal line, click, and click right on the point, and then drag it over. I'm going to change that to 36. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom. I'm going to click on the bottom horizontal line, and click on the point, and drag it over. Make that 36. Hit the check mark right here, or you can just hit enter on your computer. Okay, next, once I have that done, all I have to do is use the line tool, okay, in the ribbons tab, and see, notice how on that point it turns to be a green dot. And then from there, I just have to go all the way over, and notice how it's 120 inches, and notice how it's 0 degrees. I just click, and then over here, do the same thing to the bottom. Make sure it's straight, 120 degrees. Notice you see that symbol up top where it's like a little upside down T. Click here. Okay, so I have this set up right here. But what do I need to do is I need to hit the escape button again, get rid of the line tool, go to the dimensions that I have on here, and delete them. The reason why I have to do that is because I'm going to use my next tool I'm going to use. It's called the trim tool. And in order to trim something, I need to have the dimensions deleted because those are constraints. So I'm going to go up to the ribbons tab, and you'll see the trim tool right up here. Pair of scissors. And you always get rid of the middle ones first. Okay. I want to keep this line right here. I want to keep this line. Everything else I want to get rid of. So I'm just going to go around the horn and get rid of it. Right here. This. Now I have those two marks. I think I can get rid of. No, I can't get rid of the point. So what I'm going to do is hit escape, get out of the trim tool, and then right click on that, and then just hit delete. So that's good. You can keep this point right there. So with those two lines right here, I'm then going to use the spline tool. Notice how it has like a little pull down menu. It has 3 different choices. I'm going to use the interpolation spline tool. Okay? So what I have to do is I have to click. It's going to be a green point. Right click. And I'm going to click again, then click at the very top. It'll be another green dot, and then hit the check mark. Okay? So I have that. And I'm going to hit the spline tool again, the interpolation. And I'm going to click, 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 hit the check mark. Now, this kind of doesn't look like a good tunnel slide. So what I'm going to do is, there's squares right in the middle that you can kind of pull down, but you don't want to change the look of it. See how it's changing the two lines I made with that square? It's moving them right and left. I don't want to do that. I want to just click right on just one of these tabs where I click. And there I can change the shape of it. That looks pretty good. I can grab these and hook onto them and just kind of like change the shape of it. And notice how it's pretty parallel the lines that I make. Okay, and I just did that by just clicking on these little squares and dragging them. Now if I click on the wrong ones, it will move the lines that I made right here and right here. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to move those. It'll change. We go to actually hook this on to our playground parts and we go into IM. It won't hook on good. So we want to go to finish sketch. Notice how we don't see it. So right away, I go to the view cube, I click over here, I click on the home tool. When I click on home, it kind of starts like a front view where it centers it onto the page. And then I go to extrude. I can click on extrude right up here, or I can right click and hit extrude. Okay? And notice how it all got filled in. If it didn't get filled in and it turned orange, like a orange color, then I know that I didn't connect the dots correctly. So right here, I can just type in 36, extrudes out, I can hit enter, I can hit OK over here, I can hit the check mark, or I can hit, like I said, enter on my computer screen. Okay? So then I have this shape, and this is a solid shape right here. So this material needs, well, what's called shelled out. So we click on the shell tool, and we click on this front face right here. We're going to go over the view tube, and we're going to click on this bottom front face. And then it says 0.1 inch. That's very, very thin. So we want to change that measurement to 3 inches. So I type in 3. And again, I can hit the enter button. I can hit this check mark right here. And I just hit the check mark. So right here I have this tunnel slide. It's 3 inches right here all the way around. And I just shelled out all the material. So what I need to do next is I need to name it and I need to put a color on it. So I'm going to go over here to the browser bar. Notice how when I click on the part 1, this whole area turns blue. Okay? I go to Tools up in the ribbon tabs. Go to Appearance. And I type in, I want this slide to be orange. So I type in orange. And then a bunch of different selections come up. And you see that there's a bunch of orange colors right here. You can choose any one. And notice how there's like a little arrow right here. I want to click on that arrow. Alright? And I want to exit out. And when I do that, again, it's going to take like 30 seconds to a minute. Oh, this one was quick. And what happened is it made the color orange. And what I need to do now is I need to name this part into my folder. And I go to iPro New, save as, and I'm going to call this Orange Tunnel Slide. Orange Tunnel Slide. Notice how right away my playground came up in the folder I want to be in. I can put all my parts in here and save them nice and neat. And that's why at the beginning we made sure our projects folder, the playground folder, was checked. So I hit save. And now I have this part made. And that's how you make the orange tunnel slide.